In today's video, I've got 5 facts about Melty Melromarc from the series The Rising of the Shield Hero, basically a character analysis video. But hey, if you're new here, why not join the 414 community by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And a quick warning that there will be spoilers in this video, so just a heads up. But with that being said, let's roll intro and get straight into today's facts. Melty is the crown princess, though actually the second princess. She is ahead of her sister Melty in succession to the Melromarc throne. She is of course a female human, currently 10 years of age. She has a very blue colour design, bluish purple eyes, and of course the, once again, bluish purple hair that she wears in neat twin pigtails tied in, as you guessed, bluish purple ribbons. As for attire, you can imagine being only 10 years old, she has a very childlike appearance, and just as her theme suggests, she wears a blue frilly dress. A dress that really fits her title as a royal. Personality wise though, again as I have mentioned that she comes across as a child, she is in fact very mature for her age. She is kind, polite, especially towards commoners and demi-humans who she actually considers as equals. Melty, unlike a couple of characters we can easily think of, does not abuse her power or status even though she is a Melromarc noble. And as this video progresses, you'll obviously see more and more of how much of a polar opposite she is to her older sister Melty. I mean, bitch. Sorry about that, I'm still getting used to the name change. When it comes to power and ability, I think we were all a little bit surprised that Melty had the ability to use magic. You know, being a noble, she had probably been trained to use magical abilities early on, but still, her childlike persona must have, had a couple of us fooled. It did me at least. So anyway, Melty specializes in water-type magic attacks. The abilities we have seen her use thus far are Allsvite Aqua Shot. Melty summons basically a large ball of water and then fires shots of mini water balls at her target. Then we have Zvite Aqua Shot. This one is basically the same as the previous ability, except instead of firing mini shots of water magic from the larger ball, she fires the larger ball of water in one big strike. Then finally we have Zvite Aqua Slash. I hope I pronounced his Zvite things right as well, by the way. Again, with this one, Melty manifests a large ball of water, except this time it forms into the shape of a really sharp blade, and then slashes her desired target. Melty's Japanese voice actress is Maya Uchida. She has voiced other characters such as Rika Takanashi in Chunibyo, Hiyori Iki from Nariagari, Kaguya Yamai in Data Live, Gill Girl from Goblin Slayer, and more. Melty's English voice actress is Jackie Lastra. She has voiced other characters such as Connie in The Promised Neverland, Selka from Sword Art Online Alicization, Io in Grand Blue Fantasy the Animation, Ricotta from the game Lacrimosa of Dana, and more. Like previously mentioned, Melty is the second princess, and though the younger of the two, she is the first in line to the throne over her sister Melty. Now, Melty was a proper spoiled child and raised pretty much getting everything that she wanted, which of course moulded her rotten personality. Seeing where they went wrong with the older sister, the queen took Melty under her wing and raised her, I quote, properly. Basically the way a future ruler of Melromarc should be raised. Now, Melty was almost molded to be the future of the country, but not in a way that would zap her of her own unique qualities. The queen actually would take Melty with her on almost all of her diplomatic meetings. This was kind of basically like work experience for her. Now, the differences between Melty and her sister are pretty much, as I said earlier, polar opposites. The best example would be that Melty specializes in water magic, while mine specializes in fire magic. There are also differences in their colour schemes, of course. So Melty is, she has that blue and white theme, whereas Melty's theme is, of course, red and brown. These examples give a pretty good representation between the two's different personalities. So their exact relationship hasn't really been covered an awful lot in the anime, but even though mine did try to kill Melty so that the succession to the throne was secured as hers, Melty was still visibly unhappy about her sister's execution and was clearly very relieved when Naofumi stepped in and decided to spare her life. Because Melty was brought up pretty much solely by her mother, the Queen of Melromarc, Melty did eventually inherit one of her mother's passions, which was her love for philolals. Melty quickly develops a huge interest in the philolals and would actually go out looking for them in the hope that she could make friends with them. This, of course, is obviously what sparked the beginning of her bond with Philo. Melty considers Philo as her best friend and actually once cried when the two of them were separated for the first time, which is pretty cute. They are pretty cute together. I love the imagery of Melty and Philo, so awesome. Now, going back to being raised by her mother, Melty of course shared her mother's dream of one day meeting the philolal queen, and now of course through Philo, this dream has been achieved. An important thing to mention here as well is that Melty and Philo's friendship was, the bridge that led Naofumi to begin trusting the Melromarc royals. Obviously, when he found out who Melty was, he completely kind of closed off to her and refused to help her in the slightest. To be fair to Naofumi, you can't blame the guy. Now, because Philo is an excellent judge of character, and I mentioned this in my Philo video, which I'll leave a link to in the cards now, Naofumi believed in Philo's judgment and decided to trust Melty, which obviously led to further events involving the Queen and whatnot. Awesome. But another thing I also find interesting is that the future Queen of Melromarc and the philolal Queen's successor have started to build this bond at this stage in their lives. I don't know why, but when I see the two of them, I just get this sense of union between Melromarc and the philolals being a key to the country's future. It's just a symbolization that I picture in my head, but let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for watching this for my video 5 facts about Melty Melromarc from the series The Rising of the Shield Hero. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to see more characters from this series, let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, as it really does help these videos reach a wider audience, and subscribe for more anime content. Till next time, my fellow weebs, peace!